plumb-alongs, and today we're going to be looking at how to turn the water off, because we've got to do a few jobs, like we've got to change some cartridge in this dripping tap, and there's a shower upstairs that they want changing. But for this video, what we're going to be looking at is how to shut the water off. So for this property, it's under the kitchen sink, just here. Right, you couldn't see, now you can see. So the big blue pipe here is the main coming out from outside in the road. It comes up and then it goes straight away. First point of entry is this big brass valve here, which we call in the UK a stopcock or a stop valve. So as you can see here on this sticker, it says mains water stopcock on and off. So anti-clockwise for on, clockwise for off. So that is clockwise. If you imagine looking at a clock, go from 12 to 4 o'clock, that's clockwise. But if you went 12 till 9 o'clock, that'll be anti-clockwise. So clockwise to turn it off. So this can be stiff. Just, this is a new build, so it's quite easy. But what you can do is you can get a tool such as an adjustable wrench or a pair of pliers on here, and what you can do is just wiggle it. You don't want big forces, you want little movements. If you can get little movements out of it, that's good enough. That means you're making progress. So you can just do little tiny movements, bit of oil down the spindle, and just keep working it. Might take 5 minutes, might take an hour, but you will eventually get there. So what you want to do, but if once it starts moving, you want to spin that all the way, keep going. This can take quite a few turns until it starts to go a bit stiff, and then you'll feel it, just little quarter turn, open the tap, and that is how you turn the water off inside your property, just here. So that's that. You might have your water meter under here, so if you've got a shared main outside, you might have your water meter inside the property. So this isn't a shared main, so the water meter will be out in the road, and there'll be a little black or brass box that will say water stop valve, or it'll be circular or square with the word water on it. In there you'll find either your water meter and an isolator out, or no water meter but definitely an isolator, but will probably turn multiple properties off. Just bear that in mind. But if you are in a panic, just turn it off if you can. If you don't, or it starts leaking, do not worry, it's not your problem. Call your water supplier. Say you've got an emergency. If you have in the house and it's not turning off, that's what you've got to do. You've got to contact them and they'll get someone out, I think, within that day or a couple of hours, depending who they got. Don't reference me on any of that. That's just what I've learned along the years, what's happened. So back to this, you got your water stopcock here. Other things under the sink on this property, if we tilt you up, in between here and here, this silver looking valve here is a pressure reducing valve. Then behind that, I don't know if you can see, is a water conditioner scale reducer. Apparently it's meant to reduce the scale. So it goes, so from your stopcock it goes through a double check valve here. You've got your water conditioner, water reducing, salt reducing bollocks. Then it goes into your pressure reducing valve, and then it goes off to everything in the property. So this property's got a combi boiler. So from that, it then goes, it tees back and goes to the kitchen tap. It then goes down, another double check valve for a washing machine and a outside garden tap, and then back up it goes through to the rest of the property, then feed in the combi boiler, and then off to the bathrooms around the house. The pipe here with this drain off, so you've got a drain off valve here. This is on a hot pipe, so that just does the hot tap here. You obviously got your grey pipes from your washing machine. This is washing machine outlet, which is your waste here, and then you've got your inlet here. That is pretty much everything that you really need to know. Over here you've got your condense from the boiler dropping in there, which sometimes blocks there, which causes errors on the boiler. But yeah, so main stopcock here, So to turn it off, turn it all the way clockwise till it stops, and then open the tap. You'll know that turns it off. Then when you open it back up, open it all the way up, but then turn it back quarter to half a turn. That stops it seizing up, and you can use it at a later date. If you are going away on holiday or away and you're worried, do just turn your water off. Better to be safe. And then when you do come back, turn it on slowly, but maybe like flush a toilet or open a tap at the same time, so the pressure doesn't just shoot off and it might like ruin an O-ring or something like that. It just eases the pressure back in the system rather than going full blast with the pressure. It's just a little tip. I don't know if it helps, but it's what I do personally. So yeah, that's that. Let's turn that back a bit. But yeah, any questions about anything in your house or anything I haven't explained properly, please leave it down in the comments down below. Subscribe for more important stuff, should we call it? Stuff like finding your stopcock and other good little tips and tricks. Plenty of plumbing content on the channel, and like the video, it definitely helps out. And yeah, leave a comment, anything in your house. If you've got any problems, I'd like to know, and hopefully I could help you. So yeah, just leave a comment, and I hope everyone has a good Easter weekend.